Alright guys, so we're gonna start here today in the car. Planning to do an in-car vlog for you guys talking about things that you should prepare for before going to the dyno. I cannot seem to find our little suction cup mount, so I can't put you guys on the window. So either I'm gonna go somewhere and we'll just sit down and talk, or I'll drive around and try to hold this. You know, that's probably not the best idea, so we'll see. Let's get started though. Alright guys, actually found this stuff. So here's what I needed, but I'm actually out at our school right now and we can actually get equipment from the school to use. So I just picked up a nice 5D Mark II, in which we're actually maybe looking at upgrading to one of these. Very expensive camera, but it is awesome. I'm thinking that I'm gonna shoot the vlog, like in-car vlog, actual video for you guys on this camera here, and then I'll just leave this all set up as the vlog setup, and we'll go from there. Let's hop over to this camera and we'll start the video. And boom, just like that, now we are set up on the 5D Mark II. You're actually watching me on, I believe this is our 28mm lens. And here's our vlog setup. For those of you that haven't seen, this is our Rebel T3i with our 10 to 18mm lens, the wide angle, and this little crappy Gorilla Pod that we got from Target. So I'm gonna get driving. Once I get in the groove, we're gonna start talking about what you need to do to be prepared for when you go to the dyno, which I'm just gonna talk about my own experience and what I could have done differently and what you guys need to know for when you go. So let's get going. All right, so let's get started. For those of you that may have been noticing, I did switch cars. My car was acting up, giving me some weird check engine light problems and all that stuff that I didn't want to deal with. So switched cars, and now we're just gonna get going in a nice reliable car and talk about what you need to know before getting dyno tuned or to prep yourself for the dyno. So the place I went, Brent Tuning in Massachusetts, they are great people to go to if you guys are looking to get dynoed. And they have an actual whole pre-tuning checklist that they have you complete, and that's pretty much what I'm going to be going over. For anything that was like an engine swap or self-built type of situation, they do like a little drive around just to do like a basic check-in before they even like consider the dyno option, which is what they did with me, because obviously swap the motor out. That's pretty much where everything stopped for me, because that's where they immediately felt like the power issues and everything, and I pretty much couldn't really continue after that. So that's when they just kind of started not tearing it apart, but just really looking into it, trying to figure out what was causing these problems so they could dyno it, which didn't really happen. They got on there just a little bit to obviously kind of just drive without having to go out on the street. But say you did get past that part and everything was looking good. What they want you to do before is a lot of basic things. Obviously they want you to have pretty fresh on your oil change. If you're a Subaru, we've gone over this before, don't use the mobile one that we're using. Use like Rotella or the Modal. We talked about this before, so y'all should know. They did recommend a full coolant flush, just, you know, because they don't want to deal with your crappy coolant if you haven't flushed your coolant in a while. Flush your coolant, get nice new coolant in there if you can afford to do that. Luckily with mine still being a pretty fresh engine swap, I still had some pretty good coolant in there, so that wasn't a problem. They did talk about spark plugs, coil packs, just everything essential. Make sure just all your stuff is set, and if you are a fresh swap, everything should be, since you did just do it, and then you should have pretty new stuff. They did have a thing about anything else that might cause a vacuum leak. They say make sure to check all that, and if you don't know how to check everything for those types of leaks, let them know and they will be able to do it for you. This isn't just for their shop, but this is literally for any shop you go to. You want to just check these things, make it easier on them so that they don't have any problems dynoing your car, and they don't get hurt and you don't get hurt and your car doesn't get hurt. So just do this for everyone. Another thing that Bren recommends is for doing a compression test, which I didn't actually end up doing, but it does say it's optional. It's not mandatory, but they say they recommend getting a compression test done just so you know where the health of your motor is at, and then so they know as well. So essentially, yeah, just check over everything. I think the biggest things are just making sure your coolant's all set so that your car's not going to be overheating, and that you have fresh oil so that everything is just nice and clean, being properly lubricated while you're going under intense engine work, I guess, or engine use. on the dyno, because obviously they're going to be trying to get the best amount of power out of your engine as possible, and you want everything just perfect for that, so that you're at that standard baseline for perfection all the time. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you guys like these types of videos where we kind of just give you some advice and our knowledge on certain topics, I'd like to make it a little bit more higher quality and stuff, just an in-car vlog, put some more production behind it. But that's pretty much it for this. Let us know how you like this new camera and lens setup with the 5D Mark II and the 28mm lens, and we'll catch you next time. If you have any tips for anyone else that I might have not mentioned, leave them down in the comments below, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out and stay wicked.